No, how would you do? But I do what did I do about it? Until the how do you? But how do you how do you do? Did you? I did how do it? I do. I did how do you how do? Oh, Daddy who? Do the how do? Did how do?
Alright, hi everyone, Joey V from Geekwatch here, welcoming you to episode 1 of the Hell Yeah Wrath of the Undead Rabbit full play. Welcome. Hope you guys have been enjoying the influx of full plays as of late. We have a new game for you. This is called Hell Yeah. It came out in, I want to say, September or October of 2012, something around there. And it is a crazy game. It's not the best game ever. It is not an award-winning game, but it is a really, really fun game, and that's really the best I can ask for. As you can see, as you saw from the intro, this game follows the tales of Ash. I'm controlling him right now, and his job is to find the 101 monsters in hell that either took pictures of him and his ducky or viewed the pictures of him and his ducky. So that's the entire game. It's pretty light on story, but it is friggin' crazy and stupid fun. So right here in this early section, Ash is he's just bopping around. You have your standard kind of platforming stuff. He has no attacks, and he can double jump. All the monsters are like this. The monsters are in the environment, and they look unique. Each of the 101 monsters has kind of like a unique feel. Some of them are rehashed character models, but most of them are completely unique. So right there's one character that we have to go find, and so we have to figure out a way to go get to him and kill him. Which seems difficult considering that we don't have any weapons, but you figure out a way, and once we get into the bulk, we're going to get into the machine here. I like the writing of this, just like the fact that they just don't take things seriously. It's so like, this is written by internet kids. That's the way it feels like. So you spend the majority of this game in this crazy death wheel that kind of acts as a jetpack, and you spin and kill people with it. So these little dudes are just little nothing enemies. You can just kill them. So it has like this platformer aspect and this kind of saw blade aspect, but then it eventually adds a second gun shooter, which then it turns into a dual joystick shooter. It adds in puzzles, it adds in a customization feature. So yeah, that's all you need to do. And this is the weirdest part about this game. It adds in a WarioWare feature. For those of you who don't know what WarioWare is, it is a game made by Nintendo where you play these like little micro mini games. Like, when I say micro, I mean like 5 seconds. Each monster has their own story. I try and keep their story up long enough so you guys can read it. This game is frantic, so it's actually a lot harder to do commentary to this than I had thought. But yeah, so it adds these WarioWare aspects, and so you kill the creatures in the monsters in unique ways every time. So again, some of them are rehashed, but some of them are like very specific to the character you're killing. So it's So it adds this WarioWare feature, which is insane. So both of these are kind of mash ones. And you have to get the minigame right, because if you get the minigame wrong, then you lose health and the enemy gains health. And sure enough, this game has 101 monsters for you to kill. In order to beat the game, you must defeat all 101 of them. And there's just monsters everywhere. And it, like, shit like that, like, it's so over the top. It's so ridiculous. This game is fun. Each level has these little gates, and you have to kill a certain number of monsters to get through. There's a little bit of Metroidvania thing going on here, where you'll go and eventually you'll get enough tricks, or you get enough new equipment and kill enough monsters that you'll go back to previous areas that were previously blocked off, and then you can go kill, and then you can continue along the journey. I think there's about 7 areas overall. So, radar. What the hell do you want me to do with a radar? Radar usually shows you where monsters are. It's very practical, sir. It is an undead. Your friend Nestor is an undead octopus wearing a monocle, a top hat, but has his brain exposed. You're playing Ash, an undead rabbit, who is the Prince of Hell, who has an obsession with a rubber ducky. Cool rabbits and electricity don't mix. This game is just totally ridiculous. So yeah, the beginning of this game is very straightforward. Like, shoot these guys, solve these guys. But then, like, each monster kind of has, like, these, you know, some of them you have to drop boxes on. Some of them you have to wear certain helmets for, because there's an entire customization aspect to this game. You can customize the way that your saw blade looks, the way that you can wear a different hat. All sorts of crazy shit.
Let's grind.
The deaths, though, the death animations are where this really shines, I think. And I found myself numerous times while playing this being like, ooh, that's my favorite death scene. Ooh, that's my favorite. It's like, they're all just so good. So, and yeah, the weird eyeball creature, that's you go there to get your health recharged. And then over here is the shop, which has amazing Saints Row the Third-esque music. It's so good. Excuse me while I take a drink. Oh, recorded all day today, so I need some coffee to stay up. So yeah, you unlock missiles. But yeah, like there's like at least 10 weapons in here that you can get. What are you waiting for? Try your new toy! Oh, I'll fire. So... these mini games are ridiculous. They get harder as you go along. I want to say like the first 2 or 3 levels, I go through pretty quickly just because I kind of knew where I was going with. Because again, I tested the game before you know, saying that this is going to be part of the full play series. So, no more tips. Do it yourself, big boy. Get to the boss. So this is a crazy game. There is a side part to this game that I will tell you about in a previous episode. That there is an entire like section of this game that they don't even tell you about until much later. And when it comes in, you're like, what? Like, this game is just weird, and it's weird in a really good way. Like I said, this game's not going to win any awards. It is not. But in terms of fun, it's just fun. The game is on Xbox Live Arcade and on PSN, PlayStation Network. I think it's about $10. Might be cheaper now because it's been out for a little bit. And if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you get it. You get it for less. So yeah, see, I failed the minigame, so I took some damage. But the quiz is the answer is the answer, and that's a lot of carrots. Just the ultra violence in this is just so over the top and so awesome. So, but yeah, it is a fun trip. This game, I highly recommend it. I want to say that the whole, I don't know off the top of my head how long it took me. I want to say it took me about 6 or 7 hours to do the entire game. I did it I started playing it on a Saturday, and like a Saturday night, played for about, I don't know, like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then played again for another 3 or 4 hours, so something like that. Some things there may be some skipping, there may be some hard locking on this. The PlayStation does not like to output it doesn't like to output in 1080p and record at the same time. It freaks out. So there are going to be some times during this full play that it does that. And you know, that's what happened with the stuttering there. It was just losing it for a little bit. We just met. It's a boss fight. It's my first one, actually. Oh, well, that's a pity. You seem charming, shall we? I suppose we should. Wait, my picks. Do you have them? I just love this. Like, it's so stupid, the dialogue in this. It's so dumb. Scary sounds. My boss voice is impressive. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, I don't know if this full play will be able to convey it. Like, if you guys can, please watch it 720 or 1080p. The game is beautiful. It is gorgeous. There's just so much going on. It's really good, like, 2D art. The backgrounds are awesome looking. They're very dense, and it's just really good looking. So I think it's worth it. Like, again, if you're looking for a game that you can just play for like a little bit, you just got a couple hours to kill, you want to spend $10, like, this is a good game to do that. And it's just ridiculous. And some of the platforming can get pretty hard. Like, some of the in-game stuff can get pretty difficult towards the end. You know, they're introducing some weird stuff. You know, like you have to juggle some of the enemies using the saw blade. You know, some of them require you to get out of the saw blade and kill in different ways. So yeah, some of them you have to kill using those turrets. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, definitely. But a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, and actually, I'm going to end the first episode after this boss fight. What you'll notice pretty quickly is that the levels get longer and longer as you go along. So they get more complicated. There's use of portals. There's use of oh man, there's just all sorts of stuff that you need to do during this. So I think it's a lot of fun. I had a blast recording all this. I can't wait to go back and do the commentary for it. Load times are a little long, at least on the PS3. It might be a little bit better on the Xbox. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it comes highly recommended. So my plan is working out perfectly. Wait, what was that? Hell yeah, bosses. Union wishes to make clear that the Luther should be in no way considered indicative of their future attitude towards your endeavors. it's so ridiculous, like this whole thing. So, and then I got a new hat. got a miner's hat. And the hats they have are really funny. Like they, eventually there's like cowboy hats. There's football helmets. There's mustaches. There's like Karate Kid Afro head. Like there's just so many ridiculous looks to this game, and I think it's a lot of fun. It comes highly recommended from me. So please leave comments down below. Let me know if you've played it and you liked it. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll see what happens from there. Come back tomorrow for episode 2. This week, episodes 1 through 4. And let's have some fun. Let's enjoy. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.